Hello, and welcome to a God case build or case study, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, some people have been asking me, how do I build gods and how do I decide how to build them? Simple, I read. So let's have a look at Nemesis and then we go from there. You can sort of work out what gods favour by reading their abilities. So looking at this, Nemesis gains power every basic attack she hits, and she decreases power on her targets. Right, so she gets free power pretty much. Now let's have a look at Swift Vengeance. Swift Vengeance basically is a dash. The first thing you'll notice as well is it doesn't do much damage. It doesn't do anything, pretty much. It's only 170 with 25% scaling, which is terrible, quite frankly. And you could do it twice, so that's not much damage. And then we got Slice and Dice, which does double damage in the middle, but again 25% scaling. It's got a slow though. That's the important thing. It's got a slow. So we have a dash. It doesn't slow someone, but a dash that doesn't do much damage. So you can probably catch up to someone and you slow them down. It didn't do much damage. Then we have Retribution. This is the interesting ability that she has. Well, I think it's interesting. Basically, it's a shield. And it gives you a percentage of incoming damage is healed back and inflicted back to the source. However, any hard crowd control screws over the shield, so it's gone. It's pretty powerful. Again, no power, nothing along with that. It's 500 though at max rank for 2 seconds, so it's pretty good. We have a look at the ultimate. And this is the I think it's pretty scary for Nemesis. Now this is being changed, so just bear that in mind. It will be upgraded soon. Well, you're gonna get the max rank at all ranks, so that's going to be nice. So Nemesis basically chooses an enemy god. She then reduces their health and movement speed, stealing in proportion to their protections, right? And her movement speed is increased during this time. So looking at that, you have a god that specializes in AA. She's basically, I'm going to stick to you. I'm going to slow you, I'm going to slow you some more, I'm going to keep sticking to you, all your damage is going to be reflected back, and I'm going to get stronger every time I hit you. So, yeah, she's pretty scary, but reading all of this, you can tell that her clear is just garbage. 40 damage is terrible, it means she has really terrible clear at the beginning, so she basically is a late game god who specializes in taking out targets that are like big, tanky, or any target at all. She's basically, I see you, I hit you constantly, and then you will die. So yeah, that's Nemesis. Now a lot of people I've seen have been building power, but you don't get much benefit out of power. Yes, you may have a lot of power, but you're only getting 25%, which doesn't add up. When you consider your basic attacks get free damage as well, it doesn't make much sense to do it. So how do I like to build Nemesis then, with that knowledge in mind? Well, something like this. 2 reasons why. First of all, the attack speed, another slow, more attack speed, protections, stripping away protections, and then cooldown. So I've got everything there. You can do the order differently, but these are the core items I will use. I normally go into boots, then I'll probably go into something like Frostbound, then Hide the Urchin, then Quinsens, then I'll probably go with you, and then you, depending on what happens. But you can see that I'm doing 200 odd damage. That's going to get stronger based on the percentage. I got 1.7 attack speed, or 1.73, so I'm hitting pretty fast and pretty hard, and I'm going to constantly be a nuisance because I'm pretty tanky. I've got 100 and something odd protections in physical and 100 and something in magical, so I'm basically going to be a mage's and hunter's nightmare because I can slow them, I can just constantly hit them, and I'm probably going to kill them very, very quickly. I don't have much health, but the trade-off there is I do get protections and more slow and more attack speed and more damage. If you're curious why I went with Frostbound, it's basically to give my basic attacks a slow so I can just stick to people, which means that gets the benefit, that gets the benefit, and that gets the benefit. So 3 items basically just feed off of each other, and that's why. So there you go. That's how I would build Nemesis. That's why I'd build Nemesis like that. And a lot of people, I get the impression, are not reading these for most gods. So there you go. Quick video. That's just a quick explanation to why I build certain ways and what sort of thought process goes into it. You don't even need to play Nemesis much to work out what her kit does and what she's meant to be doing. But you can, if you want to, go into the jungle practice and play about with it, which is actually what I'd recommend people do. Go to the jungle practice, mess about, see what you think. See if the idea you had in the back of your head is anywhere close to the reality, and then have fun. So, yeah, short video. There you go.